Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Aloe Fatuma Lilian and I'll be taking you through the introduction of computer. I will start with the definition of a computer. A computer is an electronic device that manipulates data and stores it. We have different kinds of computers. We have the phone, we have the iPad, we have the laptops, we have the desktops. Now I'll introduce you on how to start a computer. For as long as your computer is power on, that is if it's connected to a socket and you switch on the socket, your computer will be el- electrified, and then you will find on either your laptop or on your desktop, you get a sign of this kind. When you press it, it will power on. It will power on your computer. That is when your computer will be introduced it, to the window screen. What do I mean by the window screen? This is the window. Actually, some people call it the monitor. Yes, this is the window. And when you're introduced to the window, you get icons. And with these icons, this is when you manipulate uh, you do whatever you want on a computer using these icons depending on what exactly you want. How do you manipulate the icon? When you want to use the icon, you get yes, you have a mouse. This is what we call a mouse. This is for people who are using desktop, or maybe if you have a laptop but then you don't want to use the touch tab, then you use the what? You use the mouse to move the cursor on the screen. What am I calling the cursor on the? This white arrow-like thing moving on the screen is what we call the cursor. Now you notice that when you point to any file, it lightens it. That is when you select and you manipulate whatsoever icon or whatever file you want to use on a computer. A computer is usually used in various ways by people in different kinds, used for communication, used for education, used for health-wise, and it's used for monitoring many things. This depends on how you use a computer and how you set it. I would like to show you, just like you're seeing this. This is what we call the monitor, a type of a computer. Yes, this is what we call a monitor, a type of a computer. We also have the laptop, which is also another type of a computer. Yes, this is a laptop, another type of a computer. Then we have the smartphones, we have the iPads, we have the tab and others. And then when we talk about the parts of a computer, we have the hardwares and the softwares. What do I mean by hardwares? Hardwares of a computer are the part of a computer that you can touch. That includes the keyboard, the mouse. Let me show you some bit of the hardwares. This is what we call the hardwares. This is where we get the flash, we get the USB, the headset, the speaker. These are the hardwares of a computer. Yes, these are the hardwares, the memory card. Now, these are the hardwares of a computer. These are parts of a computer that you can touch, you can feel, you can move. You can touch, you can move around. These are also some bit of it. I know most of you have used some for games, most of you have used some for entertainment, most of you have used some for your work and maybe offices. I'll also show you the softwares. What do I mean by software? A software of a computer, this is a part of a computer that you cannot touch, but you can only manipulate and use it to do whatever computer work you have. We have the files, we have the Excel, we have the Word, we have the PowerPoint. Okay, these are parts of that. The Java, these are parts of a software of a computer. These are some more of it. The Facebook, Twitter, WhatsApp. Yes, most of you have used them in your current state of intelligence. You've used it for various things. Yes, I'll also show you how to shut down a computer. What do you mean by shutting down a computer? This is when you're done with your work, you've saved most of it. If you want to shut down your computer, you will go to your start bar, which is it's similar. This is what I call the start key. It is similar to that of a window screen. So when you press on it, it will bring for you this on the screen, which will give you still introduction to other icons, but then you have to come to this sign, which sign is similar to the one that you press as you're starting on or you're powering on your computer. When you press on this sign, it will bring for you different options, which is lock, sleep, shut down, and restart. For the fact that our computer is functioning, we shall just shut it down. If your computer is freezing or maybe it's misbehaving, that's when you restart so that it functions. So you press shut down and your computer will shut down. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe. Hope to learn more with computer. Keep up with Fatuma Lillian. See you again next time.